Okay. Centered? Everything's good? Everything's lit? Okay. Lighting is fine? Love that. Look, I'm teaching them.
Yeah,
teaching
right?
them. Teaching
Aww,
them.
It's like bring your son to work day.
Yeah. I love it. I've been doing that with him since he was like, he could walk. So like he's always seen me working, always seen like, and that's good. I feel like when you have kids, now that you guys have kids.
Oh, my daughter.
Yes. You got to
Definitely.
show because they look up to you. So anything that you do reflects on them big time. So you're kind of like programming them. So like kind of like when I was growing up, I saw like my dad was always working. He wasn't really in the house because he left when I was like 9 or some shit like that. But I always saw that he was a working dude. I think that's where I got my hustle and drive.
Your work ethic from.
Yeah. So that's the same thing I try to do to my kids. Like they always see I'm working. So
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. You guys are gonna have a good time when it comes to that.
Yeah.
So here we just finished shooting a music video. So is it Fiji or London, Fiji?
London, Fiji.
London, Fiji. We shot 2 music videos for London, Fiji right now. She got a lot of content coming out. Here with my guy Rax. Now wait, is it Rax or is it Young God? What's going on there?
It's iLL Rax.
iLL Rax.
Yeah.
Yes, iLL
Okay,
Rax.
so Young God is just the Instagram.
Yeah, that's my other persona.
Okay. So, do you ever go by that or like in the music scene or no?
Only go by that really on Instagram.
Okay.
In the music scene, it's iLL Rax. For my close friends, it's Caesar.
Caesar. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's your name? Caesar or no?
My real name's James.
Where Caesar came from?
That's just a nickname I got.
Oh, okay. And where did that originate from?
Planet of the Apes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
There's a funny.
All right, please tell me the story because I don't want to say my story.
So the first time I met Josh.
Okay. Wait, who's Josh?
That's
Virgil.
music friends,
Okay, you can hold it if you want to hold it real quick while you talk.
So the first time I met Virgil Hawkins.
Oh, I know. Okay, him. Yes, Virgil.
First time I met him, for some reason we was all giving out nicknames, and it just so happened he was like, "Yo, you look like a monkey." So he was like, for you.
No, he didn't roast you day one.
Nah, he roasted me. It was like day 2. It was like day 2.
And how old were you guys at the time?
Yo, we was like 14.
Okay.
15.
So kind of like what, like
That was
high school, going into high school? Or
Yeah,
something?
freshman.
Freshman?
Yeah, I was freshman year. So he named me Caesar. He was like, "Yo, you're the king of the apes." And
That's so hilarious.
that was it.
So it stuck with you.
Yeah, it stuck with me.
And
Everybody
so
called me
did you
Caesar.
give him Virgil or where did he get that from?
He got Virgil on his own. We used to, I mean, to be honest, he had a lot of nicknames. It was like, his was just different, you know. Some people called him Wale. We would be in the middle of the street and they be calling him that. I'd be like, yo, what the hell? Like, niggas just got
throwing out
nicknames.
nicknames.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Got it. So then iLL Rax, where did that originate from?
That was just something that I thought of myself.
Okay.
I was like, you know, I think I'm ill, so I'm sick. And then I love money. So
There you go.
I'm ill with the Rax.
That's dope. So how long have you been doing music?
I'll say like for like 2.5 years.
Oh, so kind of recent.
Yeah.
Okay. And did you guys meet like in the music scene, like in a studio session or
Yeah.
some shit? Wow, look, I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
So how was it? Like you just like it was just a random session or?
You want to tell it or?
Yeah, it was a random session.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I had booked for August 8th. It was a Monday.
Wow, he remembers the date.
Yeah, cause we got married the day after, so it was
Right,
August
yeah.
9th.
Wait,
the day that
wait.
we met.
You got married the day after y'all met?
No.
Oh.
Like the year.
I was about to say, fuck, love at first sight, huh?
Yeah, that's basically how it was.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I met her August 9th, which was a Tuesday, because on the 8th, my engineer canceled because of whatever happened. So I ended up coming the next day. She just so happened to be there the next day. And from that day...
So y'all booked like at the same time or some shit? Or how did that work out?
Like, all right, so he had a session, right? But at the time, like, you know, the engineer that we talk about, I wasn't there for a session. I was just there to chill type shit. So when I go to the engineer's house and shit, because that's what he recorded, he was like, oh, I got an artist coming over. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, you know, something to network with, right? And then I remember he knocked on the door. So, like, I went to the door, and I looked through the peephole, and I was like, who's this? Like, you know, like, I was like, oh, who's this? Like, and then he opened it, and I was like, oh, in my head, I was like, oh, yeah, he look good. Like, you know.
Oh,
like,
off
type
rip.
shit, right? Off rip, right? So, you know, we was talking, like, we was playing, like, Super Smash Brothers and stuff.
dope,
we was playing that.
dope.
He had his session, and he was like, oh, you want to come on the beat? I was like, oh, shit, okay, cool. And, you know, we was just vibing, and then I was like, oh, I want to go to the store. So I was like, oh, come with me. Type. Like, I was telling him to come with me.
You know what's funny? Don't mean to cut you off, but
You got it.
when in New York City, when you tell a girl or vice versa, come with me to the store, that's number one right there. That's like base one. Like that is like, if they say yes, you got it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. So it was funny because I had asked him to come to the store with me, but our engineer had like one of his like homegirls too, and then she's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go too. I was like, nah. You're not coming. I was like, nah, this ain't for you, baby.
Like, read the room.
Yeah, I was like, nah, we going to the store. Me and him. Like, you feel me? So, you know, we went to the store. We got some sandwiches. And I was just talking to him. I was like, yeah, so, you know, like, I basically shot my shot at him. Like, type shit. Like, I shot my shot.
Oh, so she was the one that, she went 90, you went 10.
Yeah,
but at that point, you was also, like, feeling her type shit.
Yeah.
I like that.
And then we were just talking, and then like he was there for a session.
And you liked his music and
I liked his music. You know, we was playing each other's music, all that.
Fire.
And then we got back in the house. His session done finished.
Y'all still chilling?
Yeah, we was chilled we chilled for like 5 days.
Back to back type shit?
No, yeah, in the engineer's house. Like he ain't leave. I didn't want him to leave. Like, cause our engineer's house, he's mad like cool and chill. So people like stay over.
So you stood over too?
Yeah, I stood
for
over.
5 days?
He stood over.
Oh,
he was like, oh, I gotta go home. I was like, no, you don't. I was like, you staying with me. Like, you ain't going nowhere.
Damn, that's dope. That's dope.
We talked all night, everything. And then, like, you know how you just, like, talking about this random shit? So I had asked him, I was like, oh, so, like, let me see your handwriting. Like, let me see how you write, right?
Mm-hmm. So, like, let me see your lyrics?
No, like, his literal, like, handwriting. Like, I just want to...
Oh, you just want to see his handwriting?
You know, after you just talking about a whole bunch of shit,
yeah,
random stuff.
So I
was like, oh, let me see your handwriting, right? So he writes on a piece of paper, he writes his name, like, his real name, right? And I'm like, oh shit, we got the same last name, like what? For real. And then he was like, oh really? And I pulled out my ID. I'm like, yeah, for real, like we got the same last name. And then he was like, oh yeah, so you meant to be my wife. Type shit. Like,
oh, rippy. Either you're meant to be my wife or we're somehow cousins and it's weird.
But we not. Right? Thank God we not. Like,
we're not in Mississippi here.
Right? Type shit, right?
Tennessee.
So yeah, thank God we not related. But
yeah.
Like,
no, that's cool, man. That's cool. Mm-hmm. And so how long were you doing music? Like around the same time, or you've been doing it for a while?
I've been doing music for a while.
Yeah?
It's like going on 7-8 years now.
Oh, okay. Dope, man.
Like, hold on, let me think. I want to say early 2019 or the end of 2019.
Oh, really? Oh, it's like kind of like before COVID kind of hit. Okay.
Yeah, maybe more the end of 2018, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah, going through there. And that's where I met my engineer and just been cooking up.
So, and what kind of got you into doing music? Was it something that you always wanted to do, or you just kind of fell on your lap type shit?
It's something I always wanted to do. To be honest, I really wanted to be a producer, but I just was always able to rap good. So, like, rapping came natural to me. I ended up started rapping and stuff, and it was like, all right, well, I could do both. I could be a producer and I could rap and I can engineer my own stuff.
Dope. I feel like at one point, maybe now it's a lot different, but at one point, if you chose what you wanted to be, either a rapper or engineer, you know, like at least me growing up, like everybody always chose their path. There was not a lot of people that did both, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then when like Kanye's and like Pharrell's really started going crazy, people were like, oh, maybe we could do that, you know? So that's dope to be able to do that. So, and you've always made your own beats?
Not always. I just started making my own beats really the last 2 years, but I want to say last year I've been going hard on it. But the last 2 years, I've been, making stuff and working with somebody else who's helping me too. So it's been cool, like actually learning the experience of making patterns and stuff like that.
Dope.
Yeah.
And so how'd you find your sound? Because you got a dope ass sound. Like,
Thank you.
I don't know what I could like relate it to, bro. But it's something new. It's like, it's like the way you flow is like something that I never really heard before. And it's easy, like when you send me songs, like we've shot a couple videos already. And like the first couple joints, like, when I sit and write like a whole treatment, like it's easy because like the way you just, I don't know, the way you make a song, it's easy for me to like write to it, like as far visually wise. So it's super unique. How'd you find like that lane?
To be honest, like a lot of my influences, it's like well-rounded with everything. It's like Uzi, Young Thug, Wayne, Kanye, my favorite artist, Jay-Z, Travis, and then I also like rock music and I like country. So
yeah, because your music is hype. Like I could see you performing at like a fucking Rolling Loud type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like just coming out and just making everybody go crazy. Yeah, because when we be shooting like the videos, you be bugging out, like, hair everywhere. Like I'm like, damn, imagine this on stage. So do you ever write like music with the thought of like performing it?
Yeah.
Like
definitely.
have people say certain things, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I definitely do.
That's dope.
You know, I just be a part of it. I also know is that my energy will get the crowd going.
Yeah, for sure.
But I try to make like bops. Like I try to make songs for people to actually like jam out to, listen to, and just, you know, be able to get excited to it at the same time. You know, but that's really how I found my lane. Like I found like it took time, but I ended up finding like what I wanted to do, and just stuck to it.
And do you ever get into that bag where you want to do something more mellow, like some like you really talking about some real life shit, that type of vibe?
I got a lot of songs like that actually. They're just like kind of stashed away.
Because not something you want to like show people yet.
It depends. You know what's been happening is sometimes people have been taking my beats. So it just so happens that my mellower songs, people have been taking those beats from me. So I don't want to put them out and then like say the song blow up and then gets taken down and I get sued. But I'm probably gonna do it still eventually.
Yeah.
Just, you know, it is what it is. But I do have a lot of mellow stuff, like more mellower stuff, rap wise.
Yeah.
You know, rock wise, a lot of my stuff is like.
So you've done like rock kind of style music?
Yeah, I've done a whole rock album. Yeah, I've done a rock album.
Oh, that's so
I have
fire.
a country album in the stash.
I love rock. Like that's my first
genre.
Like I got the Neighborhood tattoo on the back of my leg. That's my favorite band.
Yo,
like I go to all their concerts. Like a lot of people don't think that about me. They're like, oh, he probably likes hip hop or rap. You know, I love rock. Like that's my first genre right there. So that's dope, man. That's dope. I definitely got to hear some of that stuff.
Yeah.
So how many projects have you released since you've been doing music?
It's 3 now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 3 now. My 4th project's probably gonna come out in the next month or so.
Okay.
I'll be releasing 2 projects this year, maybe 3, depends. Okay. But yeah, I only have 3 right now. Dope. So they all got their own little times. I want to say like times that how I was feeling. You know, one album's really up. One album's really down. Okay. One album's kind of in between.
Yeah, no, that's good to give people different vibes, different emotions, and see different sides of you and shit. You know what I mean? And so how many projects you got out?
Oh, I have 3. You
got 3 as well?
Yeah,
I
have an album and I have 2 EPs, and I'm dropping an album soon.
Fire. And how many songs you usually put like on not an EP, like on an actual album?
Like 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my first album has 12.
Yeah.
So and then this album I'm working on, I'm trying to do like 10.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
You know, the one of the videos that we shot today is for that album.
It's gonna be on that album. Yeah. Okay. And you dropping that like this year?
Yeah.
Dope. Yeah, 4th quarter, you gotta go hard. Gotta go hard 4th quarter. You know, and it's crazy because like I feel like the older we get, the quicker time passes. So it's like you already have to start thinking about the top of next year. You know what I'm saying? Then project what you're gonna do in those 12 months. You know, because that shit goes flying, bro. Yeah, so it's like, because I'll be trying to like project, okay, next year, because I wish I'd be better than I am the year before. So I'm like, okay, I want to shoot X amount of videos. I want to, you know, work with this person. I got to do, you know, I'm doing the podcast now and stuff. So I'm trying to find like, you know, people to be on the podcast. And just like, I always try to find different things, but I'm like trying to project it within 12 months. And sometimes 12 months isn't enough. And I'm like, damn.
Sometimes you need more.
Yeah. So I'm like, damn, I got to do that next year. So, but that's cool, man. So aside from the projects you guys you're working on, what else do you have in the future that coming up? Do you have any like shows or any gigs like that you guys are planning on doing?
I'm probably gonna be doing a show with my manager on September 15th.
Okay.
It's gonna be a pretty dope show. It's called Bring the Energy. He always throws them every once in a while.
Okay.
So I'm definitely gonna be doing that. It's gonna be lit. It's my first real show back. We did a show together like when she was pregnant.
Okay.
But that's the only thing I've done for like a year almost.
Okay.
So I'm excited. You know, it's something different. I gotta really like sit down and think about what songs I want to actually do, and you know, gotta think about who's gonna be there too.
Yeah.
I don't know. My manager be bringing people out. So
how do you think is the best way now, currently, since you guys are active in music right now? What's the best way to like to put your music out and like to get a fan base and like try to like bring people to your channel to know who you are and stuff like that?
Well, for me, I'm gonna just piggyback off what he said because how he said he doesn't perform a lot. I perform a lot. Like that I like always go out. Like that's how I get like my
networking
following,
and
my
stuff
fan
like that.
base
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So
even if it's for 10 people.
Yeah, type
you're
shit.
like that's 10 people right there that know who you are now. You know what I'm saying? Like I always tell people that whether there's 2 people, 10 people, or 1,000 people in front of you, always perform like there's 1,000 people in front of you.
That
You know?
And like for me, I guess in terms of like something I wanted to work on, just because I perform so much that I wanted to like take a little break from that. Unless I'm performing with him, just because he doesn't do it so much. But I'm more focused on getting visuals because he got a lot of visuals.
Yeah.
Like he got videos, all that, and I'm just like, okay, I gotta get my video game up. Type shit.
Yeah. For
so
sure.
it's like we have each other to go off of, like in terms of strengths and weaknesses.
Right.
And it's
Absolutely.
Nice to always know that we both gonna do music.
You learn as you go in this game, you know, and obviously, the biggest thing I could say is just being consistent is probably one of the main things because people get bored really easy. So if you're lit and you're consistent for like 2 months straight and you're already starting to build something and then you go ghost for a month, it's over, bro. Like that little burn fire that you had is gone. So then you got to redo it again. It's like, okay, guys, I'm back, So, and it sucks because being an independent artist is not easy. It's a lot to invest in, studio time, visuals, your outfits. It's a lot. I understand that. So at least on my end, I try my best to help out artists, especially independent artists, with like the rates for what I do and stuff like that because I know how it is. So I always try my best to help, especially if I like the artist, And so. Yeah, but consistency is key for sure.
Yeah.
The game is a little weird now. I don't know. It's like because it's so saturated, everybody's doing it, And it's like there's so much of it. Every day is like a new artist, a new artist, a new artist. Yeah. So it's really almost like hitting the lotto now to become, up there.
Yeah, you gotta meet the right people.
Yeah, you gotta be around the right crowd, network with the right people, be in around the right circles, and just if you believe in yourself, bro, there's nothing you can't do. You know what I mean? So
yeah, sometimes it just takes time.
It does.
Like the hardest thing with music is that you need to network so much that you meet a good couple of people who put your name in the right rooms a couple of times, and then people start actually tapping in with you. Yeah, and that's hard, because you gotta get to the right venues, or you just gotta accidentally meet somebody.
Yeah, sometimes it happens on accident,
Yeah, honestly, and that's how it was. Like meeting him, we ended up getting married and having a baby. But music-wise, if it wasn't for him, I got my first show because of him.
Look at that.
And then through that show, I started finding other places to perform and stuff like that.
Yeah, not for sure. Yeah, things you never know when it's gonna happen. You never know. Like you'll be having like what I do a lot. I like to go to bars and just sitting down by myself and just having a drink, and you never know who's sitting next to you. Sometimes I've met like film producers, like movie directors, and we're just having regular conversation. And then he's like, "What do you do?" And I tell him what I do. I'm like, "What do you do?" "Oh yeah, I do this." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. Like we're in the same world, so now it's like that's networking right there. Right. So it's like it could be random. You just never know. So, but you definitely got to go out there, be out in the world. Brushing shoulders with people, because if you're at home all day, it's just like, what are you doing? And so a lot of people do get lazy in this game. Yeah. And you just gotta go out there, because I feel like if you're home doing nothing, the next person's doing it. They're getting you out, but that little random opportunity that might happen to you, it might be happening to them right now. Yeah. So, but that's dope, man. Well, I've definitely had a great time so far. Working with you guys. We've got a lot of videos under the belt so far. Yeah, we've been working for a couple years now. We've done some crazy visuals, running in the woods. We've done a lot of cool shit, man. So, and I'm excited for future stuff that we work on. I'm excited to hear you guys' new music. Definitely want to hear some rock stuff. Yeah, man, and congrats with the baby.
Thank you.
Yes, that's so fire. And yeah, so definitely check them out. I'm gonna have links and all that in the description and all that. So. Artists want to work with them and all that. Anybody want to work with them, definitely work with them, because their music is lit. I'm telling you. My guy.
Thank you, bro.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate it.
Fiji! Yeah. Let's get it.